Last time on JoeMac Reads, we looked at Book 2 of Memory, Sorrow, Thorn, Stone of Farewell, falling just short of how much we loved the Dragonbone Chair. This time, we are taking a look at Book 2 of up-and-coming author AJ Drummond's Oathbreaker series. Will this do better than Stone of Farewell did, in our opinion, as a sequel book? Find out this time on JoeMac Reads. Oh, hey, I'm JoeMac, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I am so excited to talk to you guys once again about AJ Drummond's Oathbreaker. This time, we're talking Book 2, Daughter of Shrikes. It just came out April 28th, 2026, and I am in love. I am so deep into this book series, and I don't know how to phrase this appropriately, because AJ Drummond is a new author, but it doesn't make him, he's published. I mean, this book's published by Podium. I bought it on the internet and it showed up to my house like any other author's book would. So I don't want to, but it, like
today, Junior,
his newness to me makes me expect not this level of good. This stuff is incredible. I am eating it up.
like Kobayashi.
The consistency with his voice as Alkin never wavers. In fact, you can see that he really starts to find himself and dial it in this book. In book 1, I did have a complaint, and I was happy to have that complaint because I didn't want to just be glazing the book the whole time. I do not know AJ Drummond. He did not provide me anything. I just genuinely like this that much. And there are no complaints with this book. There are no cringy dialogue moments. There are no characters who I feel act out of character or against the rest of the tone or grain of the story. He absolutely nails it here. And if my channel does anything, if you learn about any book from me that isn't already popular, Sun Eater, then it's AJ Drummond's Oathbreaker. These are not crazy long. Okay, we're talking this. I think this is like 282 print pages, and it flies by. If you like fantasy, but you like the darker side of it, not grimdark. I'm not talking, like people are just dying willy-nilly and stuff like that. Now, it's not that everyone's always safe, but like the tone is darker, right? Like everything's definitely got like a gray palette to it, if you will. And at least in my mind, while I'm reading it, it does. His voice as Alkin, as I was saying, really comes through. He has really solidified who Alkin is and who he's going to be. And to see Alkin interact with Emma, the girl he's tasked to protect in this book, is just another dynamic of that character that we get to see. One thing that blows me away that Drummond's not a veteran author is his incredible ability to just drip feed us the lore that he's written. It reminds me of, like, I'll age myself a little bit here because I'm a big millennial, but when Halo was being developed by Bungie, they had like the Halo Bible. So you didn't get all the information in all the games, but the developers would refer back to this book to make sure that things stayed canon, and they had like everything planned out and everything written, and you could really tell in that game and in their work that everything there had been done, and you got those tidbits and those little pieces throughout, and everything felt so real, so not being made up on the fly. And that's how this feels to me. Like, you're just getting little pieces about the choir. You're getting little pieces about what happened in the past that made us end up here. You're getting little pieces about the history that comes before the past. There's more creatures than you originally thought. Relationships between those creatures are different. There's magics that get introduced that you weren't expecting, that are tied to bloodlines. There's an overall order to the way that laws and oaths take place, and not just as a paladin, but high houses and ruling families, and the way that their power or their blood gives them sway over the land, over their subjects, and over ghosts and other creatures around. Like, just everything that you find out and the way that it's delivered to you. It's not telling you. It's not just exposition dumps that are happening. Everything's organic, because not every person in this world is privy to all the information about this world. You can tell that there are real, like, specializations going on, that Alkin knows more about A and Emma knows more about B, and neither of them know about C. And then you meet a priest or a different paladin or an archon or whoever you run into, and they reveal some information that nobody knew and that we learn at the same time as the characters. You see a return character, the Briar Angel Nath, and she gives Alkin this job to go protect Emma the Warlock. I guess that's a little spoilery, but you're talking just like groundwork, story beats here. You're not. This isn't anything super important. But I will apologize for everybody who was offended that I did that. But to see Alkin's consistency with how he treats Nath, and to get that dynamic that Nath is able to task him with something, and the whys, and how Alkin questions it. You get to see Alkin go home, where and what's going on there. There's a... Don't want to swear. No, I shouldn't even say that. I'm going to bleep that out. But they're like... Drummond pulls moves in this book. Drummond gives you get everything that you're looking for. Left, right, up, down. What was that? I don't know.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No.
I can't wait for the next one. The next one, I don't have the date on me. Here it is. And that's already available for pre-order. I'm day one for this guy right now.
To this day.
I am pre-ordering everything that comes out. I'm getting it on print while I can get it on print. I'm having such a great time. The Podium, who's developing these books, and the artist, which I believe is Tofuyi. Let me check. I want to give the credit here. But the books are so far so very consistent. Cover design by Tofuyi, Tofuyi. The art design matches the story so well. The books look great next to each other. I mean, these are something. They're only available in paper, but I would rip these in hardback in a heartbeat. I am enjoying myself so much, and I implore you, if you are still questioning whether or not this is something you should check out, do it. They're cheaper than a regular book. They're smaller than a regular book. This is something you can use as a palate cleanser. If you like a grittier aspect of fantasy, if you like... I mean, I don't want to make the comparisons, because I don't want to set anyone up for something that they're... and then have them be disappointed. I just got burned that way with marketing on some other books, but it has the essence of Dark Souls and Elden Ring and Berserk and all these other things going on. It has the D&D nomenclature, and he Drummond takes some of those things and he turns them into his own, and it's explained in the book. So some of it was confusing, but then you go and you really pay attention, you understand why someone who was called this, you expected them to look a certain way, and they look a different way, and that's because of his world and the world that he built. He really took all these elements and these things that we've been inundated with for so long, and he really did make it his own. I'm having so much fun. I would love it if you guys joined me and gave Drummond the attention he deserves, because I really do think that he does deserve to sell these books. He does deserve to keep writing them. It's a great time. I have no notes on this one at all. This was a perfect read. I'll say it. I will die on that hill. Daughter of Shrikes, nailed it. I loved it, and from what I hear, because this is a web series on, I can't recall the name, but I'll be here. It just keeps getting better. Like we're not even to the author's best parts yet. I'm on the Discord. I can put the link for that down below if you guys are interested in joining there and getting involved. But absolutely love this one. Can't say enough about it. You got to tell me, have you guys ever tried out an author you've never heard of, or maybe a new author, and have been so blindsided with how good it was, the way that I am about this, that I'm gushing over it. I can't help it. I can't stop. And if so, what was the author? What was the book? Turn me onto something the way that I'm trying to turn you onto something. Am I so lucky that maybe you also read Penance of Blood and you're here to talk Daughter of Shrikes with me? That would be fantastic. But you got to let me know. Get in those comments. Love you guys. Bye. Next time on JoeMac Reads, we leave the worlds of fantasy behind and return to science fiction. Martha Wells in Platform Decay. How does the latest Murderbot Diaries book stand up against the rest of them? Does it continue this incredible series? And does it feel like it's coming to end anytime soon? Or do we get to keep going on this ride with our boy Murderbot? Find out next time on JoeMac Reads.